Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, folks, welcome back to another lesson. We're back at Ramiez's house. We're going to be looking at the Maths Watch Grade B questions, clip 152, BoxPlots. Today's date is 22nd of 5th of 2013. So it says here the ages of 20 teachers are listed below. So we got 20 teachers here. I've divided into two sections so far already. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teachers here, and the other 10 on that side. Okay, now if we have a look at what a box plot should look like, box plot, we have certain defining parts. We have the whisker part at the end, which is the smallest value. We have the whisker part at the end, which has the largest value, which we can see from here. Smallest value is 22. This is already ordered, and the largest value is 58. Yeah. So those two values we already know. So we can tick those. We know those. We know these two values. Now we need to work out the median. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, the median is the middle value. If we've got 20 teachers, it's going to be between the 10th teacher and the 11th teacher. So we've got 10 teachers on this half and 10 teachers there. So we need to go and find out the number that is here between 29 and 34. So the numbers are 22, 22, 24, 25, 27, 27, 28, 29, 29, 29, first 10, 34, 35, 41, 43, 44, 49, 55, 57, 58, 58. So I have already marked on here the smallest value, which is 22 in dark. I've already marked on here the largest value, which is 58.
But we did that dotted line as 29.
Okay, that's right, yeah. That one is fine. We're going to get rid of this little dotted line that's from a previous question. Okay, right. In order for us to work out the median value, we have to grab these two values and work out the average of them. So we're going to be doing 29, add 34, and then divided by 2. Okay, folks, do work that out for me, please.
Yeah.
Ramiez?
Okay.
Yeah, get on that case, please.
63 divided by 2 would be
31.5.
Okay.
31.5.
So 31.5 is the midpoint between 29 and 34. So we are in the process of working out the median, the middle value. The middle value actually lies between these two values because we have an even number of teachers. So we worked out here, this value here should be 31.5. So on our chart, 31 is here, 32 is here, 31.5 is splitting hairs here, but I'm going to try our best to make 31.5.
It's a bit stupid of a number though, isn't it?
Okay, we got that all in there. Lovely. 31.5. Okay, now we need to work out the lower and upper quartile. So we need to now, this half here, we need to find out half of that. That'll give us the lower quartile. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 values, so we got to go between the 5th and the
6th.
5th and 6th to get the halfway point again. Okay. So we half the data, we're halving it again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
27, sir.
So between 27 and 27 is 27. So let's put 27 on. Okay, 27 is going to be 30, 29, 28, 27. That's going to be our lower quartile. This one was our median. Now the upper quartile we do in the same way. We have 10 data values over here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
46.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got to go in between 44 and 49. What's the technique that you've used?
I got the two numbers, added them up, and then divided by 2.
Okay, good. So we get these two numbers here. Okay, 44 add 49 divided by 2. So we are making an average of these two values to work out what's in between here. And that gives us a value of
68.5.
No, 44 and 49.
Yeah, 44, 40. Oh,
no, you said the question in the wrong way. You put the division over the whole lot. Okay, then divided by 2. That will give you an answer of.
What was it? 93 divided by 2 equals 46.5.
That gives you 46.5. Okay, if you want to do quickly, between 44 and 49 you have 5 values divided by 2 gives you 2.5 and add into that. As we do mentally. Otherwise, that's the official way of doing it. Add them up, halve it to work out the midpoint between those two. So we need now to find 46.5. Says 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 46.5 is there. Okay.
So then do we draw a box and line them?
Yeah, we draw a box of lines. These ones are. Okay.
You've done the wrong line.
No, that's the one.
Meant to be the pink.
No, 27 here. The lower quartile.
I know.
You remember that's the median? Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Yes, you are.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Okay, let's get a bit more TPX. Can you pass me TPX? I've got them slightly over here. So our box plot, if I just label it again, so we have here our lowest value, we have here our upper quartile, the purple line is the median value, the end of the box plot is going to be the upper quartile, that one was our lower quartile.
So basically they're going to look like that.
Yes, that's what we got. Okay, because what is the interquartile range of the ages of the teacher? Now the interquartile range, to work that out, the interquartile range is going to be the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Okay, the upper quartile value you worked out to be, what was it?
46.5.
46.5.
And lowest 37.
46.5, and the lower quartile value was 27. So Ramiez, can you subtract those for me, please? And that gives us a lovely answer.
19.5.
That gives us an answer of 19.5 interquartile range. Okay. This is a particular version of an examination question where they give you the data and they haven't given you the points. They haven't told you this is the smallest value, this is the biggest value, this is the median, this is the low quartile, the upper quartile. That's in the next question. Okay, this start the question, so you need to be familiar with how we deal with raw data. So the technique we've done now is the raw data technique. The next one is just easy peasy because they give you everything, just whack it onto the box plot area. Okay, ready for the next question, folks? Yeah, the next one. Okay, let's move this page up a bit. Hopefully we got it in good focus. Right, so this is question number 2. Okay, now it goes, a warehouse has 60 employees working for it. The age of the youngest employee is 16. So let's use the same color, 16. Let's find 16 now.
2, 12,
Okay, it's going to be 4.
16.
16 is going to be over here. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's going to be my lowest value.
And then 55, which should be right.
55, because the age of the oldest employee is 55, so they told us that. So 55 is going to be over here. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55 is going to be here. So this is the whiskers, end of it. That is the largest value. Okay, so those two information, let's take them, we've done them. Because the median is 37, so let's do the same color as above. So the median is 37, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the median is 37 along here. So that's going to be the median. Okay, we got the median, so let's take that one. We know the median is 37. Ramiez, you got that? Good. Okay, next one goes lower quartile is 29. So let's back to the blue. Lower quartile is 29.
So I've done
That's done. And then it goes upper quartile is 43. So 40 plus another 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's complete the box plot. Okay. Okay, and that is how we draw a box plot. Remember, that's the lowest value, that's the lower quartile, that is the upper quartile, and the middle one is the median value, and that's the largest value. Okay, and this one here will be the smallest value. Okay, smallest value, largest value, lower quartile, upper quartile, median, and that's the style that we do a box plot. Okay, now we're gonna stop the video now. You got some more questions on the rest of the MathsWatch clips. Can you please make sure you do those? Ramiez and Ifra are going to do the questions now. And see you in the next video. Okay, thank you. Stop it. Press the button. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're going to do another video on the box plots. Carry on with the MathsWatch clip 1452 grade B questions. Okay. Okay, right, here we have the box plot gives information about the distribution of the weights of bags on a plane. Okay, so you have a scale that goes from 0 to 30 and each box is represented by 1 kilogram. Claude says that the heaviest bag weighs 24 kilograms. He is wrong, explain why. 24 kilograms is actually here. So Ramiez, have a looking over here, 24 kilograms. He's mistaken the heaviest bag for the upper quartile. So we have to say the heaviest bag. That's Ifra, you concentrating? The heaviest bag is actually in the fact over here at the end. So that's the smallest, the lightest bag, the lower quartile bag, median bag, and that's the upper quartile, and that's the highest one there. So that's going to be 29. The heaviest bag is 29 kilograms, and we can see that from here. That will do as an explanation for this part. Okay, it goes right down the median weight. So we have the median weight is given by the line that's inside the box plot over here. So we got to find out where that cuts the bottom axis. 15, 16. Are you happy with that, Ramiez? 16. Okay, it says work out the interquartile range of the weights. Well, as we said before, let's change color a bit to make it stand out a bit more. This is our this is our lower quartile. This is our upper quartile. So we look down here. So the lower quartile is on 10. So it'll be upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So we're going to have 24.
24 minus 10.
24 minus 10.
Which is 14.
So 24 minus 10, and that gives us an interquartile range of 14 kilograms. Okay, done. There are 240 bags on the plane. Work out the number of bags with a weight of 10 kilograms or less.
Just 240 divided by 10.
No. This part here represents a quarter of the data. Because this is the lower quartile.
Oh yes.
Okay, that is the upper quartile. So, 10 or less. So we've got to work out quarter of the total number of bags. How many bags do we have on the plane?
240.
240. So 240 divided by 4.
Divided by 4.
Is 60 bags. Okay? Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next question.
What is the highest mark on the science test? Highest mark was 50.
Okay folks, welcome to BoxPlots videos number 2. Okay, Ifra, can we look over here please? What we've done here before the video started, okay, I've labeled the lower quartile value. This is the upper quartile value. So the beginning of the box is the lower quartile, the end of the box is the upper quartile, and the line in the middle is going to be the median. Okay, the question says here, Claude says that the heaviest bag weighs 24 kilograms. He is wrong, explain why. Now the heaviest bag is not the end of the box with the upper quartile. It's actually the end of the whiskers over here, which if you can see from our scale, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20.
9.
So the heaviest bag is 29 kilograms. Because write down the median weight. So this answer of 16 kilograms comes from this line here, which is which is the line inside the box. And if you look at the scale, that's 15, and that is going to be 16. Work out the interquartile range of the weights. Interquartile range. Okay, the interquartile range of the weights is going to be the upper quartile value minus the lower quartile value. So the upper quartile value was 24. The lower quartile value here was 10. So we have 24, take away 10, gives us an interquartile range of 14 kilograms. Okay, because there are 240 bags on the plane. Work out the number of bags with a weight of 10 kilograms or less. Now if you look at the 10 kilogram one, that's actually on the lower quartile, which is the bottom quarter. So we got to work out a quarter of the number of bags. So 240 divided by 4 is equal to 60 bags. So this part here represents 60 bags. Okay. Okay. Right, that's the end of the question number 1. Let's move on to question number 2. Okay, right. Mr. Ramiez, can you just make sure that we are on focus for the next question?
Yeah. Sorry,
okay, move it up a bit. There we go. Right, here comes question number 2. The box plot shows the distribution of marks in science and maths test for a group of students. So here again, they've actually given you the box plots in advance. What is the highest mark in the science test?
50.
So we go to that's the end, and we come down to the bottom. So the highest mark in the science test is 50 marks. Compare the distribution of marks in the science test and marks in the maths test. So we need to look at what? Say for example the science one, Ramiez.
Yeah.
Look at this is called the interquartile range here. And this interquartile range for the maths one, which one's got the bigger one?
I think it's going with science, you know.
Okay. So can we make a comment then? The interquartile range. Okay. And range for the science test is, okay, we say bigger?
Yeah.
However, is bigger than for maths. Let's change color. So all on there, use everything's on. Everything.
Just move just a bit. Perfect.
Okay. Number 2, the second point. So the second thing that we can look at here, look at the median here. The median for the science and the median for the maths. That's another point of the thing that we can comment on.
For the maths is
lower.
It's lower. It's more in the.
Okay.
It's lower because the science one's 39.
Yeah.
The maths one is 28.
Or we could just say again, the median of the science is larger than for maths. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the median.
For science.
The median mark.
Is larger.
For science is larger than the median for
the maths.
Okay, have you got another page left?
Might do.
Okay, let's. Okay.
It's all on there.
Okay, let's do the first question so we got a good view of it. We'll go across to here. That's lovely. Okay, we just turned over the page. We've gone on to the next page. Okay. It says that the incomplete box plot and table show some information about some marks. So the lowest mark of 4 has been done. The median mark hasn't been done. Can you put the median mark in for me, please, Ramiez?
Yeah. Okay.
The median mark is going to be
30.
30, which is
Just there.
just there.
that's done.
The upper quartile 34 is done because there's upper quartile.
Yeah, and highest marks 55.
The highest marks 55 hasn't been done, so
No.
let's put 55 on there. My 55 is, I think, down here.
Yeah.
So just want to check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's lovely. Let's join them up. Okay. So we got the maximum, we got the minimum. Now the lower quartile. Remember, let's change color a bit. This is the lowest value. This is the highest value. This is the lower quartile. This is the upper quartile here, these points. And this one here is the median. So Ramiez, what is the lower quartile? Then the lower quartile is exactly
10.
10. So put that in the box for me, please. Okay, so questions A and B have been done. Let's move up to question number 2. Just make sure that's fully focused in the question.
Which it should be.
It should be like that. Okay. Right, Ramiez, are you ready for us?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So we're on question number 2 now. Kim measured the height in centimeters of each tomato plant in a greenhouse. She used the results to draw the box plots shown below. Write down the median height. So let's quickly label up our items. We have our lowest value or smallest value. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have the largest value, yeah.
Then we got the median, which
Okay.
is 13.
Smaller value.
13.2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wow.
This is our low quartile, our upper quartile, and this one is our median. So the median height is going to be, if you drop it down here, so that's 13, that's 14 Ramiez. We're going up by 1 only. So that's 13.123.
13.3.
13.3
which is
centimeters.
Which is median height.
Yeah. Work out the interquartile range, which is the upper quartile minus the lower quartile.
12.7.
Upper quartile is what? What is it?
Oh, 13.9.
13.9 minus the lower quartile, which is
12.7.
12.7. So 13.9 minus 12.7 is equal to
13.9 minus 12.7 is equal to 1.2.
So here's our 12.7 here. Let's label that on. That's a lower quartile. And there's our 13.9 over here.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, goes explain why the interquartile range may be a better measure of spread than the range. Now, the interquartile range is better because of what reason?
Well, it's better because it's more accurate, is it?
So we can say that the interquartile range avoids the largest values and the very small values. Okay, so avoids the largest values. So them are the extreme values, the biggest value.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the extreme end of the data.
Which is not
And the very small values. Okay, so it's looking at the middle part, okay,
Yeah.
of the data. So the middle 50%. All right. So we miss out the bottom quarter, we miss out the top quarter. Looking at that, the main part of the data. Right. That is now the end of our BoxPlots videos. Okay. Thank you for joining us at Ramiez's house, and inshallah we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for joining us.